Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. Rodgers now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Trent Murphy in there to sack him for a loss of 6. It's 2nd and goal. Back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Rodgers. Incomplete. The secondary, Charles, much maligned during the week. They didn't have their best game in the loss last week, but a nice play there.
Yeah, and I just know what they went through last week. I mean, ever since that time, their pride was hurt. They kept getting reminded of it in the local media, had to watch it on tape, and you know the coaches just got after them. They came in ready to play.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
Where you think 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. but I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. A give to McCoy. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
To the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle, it's Holmes. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. To the air, Allen. And caught by Thomas for a Bills touchdown. In for the score. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Trent Murphy in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Murphy, Charles, missed all of last year with that knee injury. Says he feels healthy. He sure looked healthy there.
Had 9 sacks in his last full season, 2016. Can also cover people out of the backfield when they run pass routes. Trent Murphy's an excellent addition.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Rodgers. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Vontae Davis. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense, but in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Being chased out left. And he's got his tight end, Clay. Touchdown, Buffalo. Charles Clay, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he puts it through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their third possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the...
Hey, where y'all going? Going right.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Steps away to his left. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. No gain on the play there, second down.
Where y'all going?
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Here's Tywan Jones on the return. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. Now Allen throwing on second down. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. give him 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. And what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Rodgers to throw again. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over it. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Tackle made there by Nick Perry. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 2nd down.
The way he's been slinging in the 1st half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down, and that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Kelvin Benjamin, his 1st touchdown on the year, and the Bills will extend their lead. And he's got it up and through. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, come on. Let's go. Hey, check 26.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flush to his right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Allen again. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The Bills on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And left side here, it's Graham. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
The left side throw complete to Adams. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now.
Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that.
He's in trouble, and McCoy won't make it out of the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. And they'll run it here. And he might have got this across midfield, not by much. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Working from the gun, Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He gets it to Thomas. And down he'll go at the 25. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Allen going to throw. This first running back, McCoy. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Tenth carry now for McCoy. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now Allen. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They hand off to their big tight end. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's McCoy. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Caught on the left side by Benjamin. Past the 20. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They give him a gain of 37.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Charles Clay with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Over here.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's a quick strike out to Watkins. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Rodgers under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And now here is another interception. Cordray Tankersley with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Detroit!
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's caught. Reception by Holmes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Andre Holmes, 89 yards, and the Bills will extend their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Returnable here for Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey, flex. Hey, 4 down. Kelly, go left, Kelly. Check 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be. Rodgers now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Graham displaying the strength. His throw caught right around the 6. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers get a score closer.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody. But those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Now Jones. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 92 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Matt Milano able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. And Adams has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
26. Get reset. Hey, easy.
From the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to get this inside the 30. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him the first. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Corey Grant, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Here's Rodgers. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And the Bills getting set to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot! Go. Go.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Back to 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The first NFL pick for Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
No gain on the screen there at second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Inside. Jump out.
On second down, here's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
Allen now looks to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the rookie corner, Jair Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jerry Hughes in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on second down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One final try now for Rodgers. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And they're going to get to him. A sack.